Morning. So it's Wednesday morning. Hang on, sorry, I'm just using this new microphone setup, which I bought on the holiday a few months ago now in Bali at Doha Airport. DJI kit. It's a microphone and a receiver which attaches to the iPhone, and this little chap is there, and I've done a few tests and actually it's really good. So hopefully when I'm out doing my vlogging and there's a lot of wind in the background, it will sort of cancel out all that. So I'm just going on a quick cycle today, just on myself, just spur of the moment, just in a cycle into Penzance. Got to go to a couple of places in Penzance, so I've got my bike lock on the backpack here, and a little bit of filming on the way, I imagine, and tiny little bit of packed lunch, and so yeah, happy days. Apparently it's coming into really bad rain at 3 o'clock. It's about 11:30 now, so hopefully I'll miss the rain. Right, see you out there. Chin chin. So again, this cycle is just a quick one really into Penzance. And it's mainly to test out this DJI microphone kit, which I bought on the last holiday to Bali. So I got the microphone attached to my scarfy thing here, and the other part attached to the phone. So I'm hoping it's nice and loud and clear. Right, I better pull in, car coming. Bit brisk today, quite cold. Again, it's only about the, 11th, 12th of February 2026. It's been a real wet winter. January and so far in February, absolutely awful. Every day you wake up, look out the window and you think, what the hell am I not doing in bloody Thailand? Or Bali? Or Barbados? Or bloody anywhere. But anyway, not moaning, part of life, enjoying life, very lucky, and here we go. I'm looking forward to my lamb French stick later on with butter and mint sauce, salt and pepper, bit of lamb I roasted up a couple of days ago. Some bloody price lamb though. Jesus, wish I bought a ton's worth at Christmas offers. Anyway. Oh dear, this is going down what I call the rat run. Rose Vidney. Just avoids the main A30. It's just nicer coming down these types of little B road, country little lanes and roads. I mean, they are getting quite busy though, these roads. I've only been on this road about half a mile and I've come across about 8 or 9 cars already. But there we are. Riding lessons here, look. Horse riding. Rose Vidney. I love this house here coming up. This must be one of my most popular. Hang on, sorry, one sec. Yeah, isn't that beautiful? Always love that house. Stunning. Not a downsize though. Hopefully this is cancelling out the wind. Hopefully. Soon tell when we get home. Make a little vlog on it with my iMovies. iMovies is absolutely brilliant. That's what I've always used over the last 6 years since I've been doing my Cornish vlogger. iMovies, just on the iPhone. Absolutely brilliant, I think. Not a professional bit of kit in any way, but for what I do, I think it's friggin' brilliant. So on the attachment now, which is actually on the iPhone, the green light is now flashing. So that's probably the power light. So I'm probably gonna run out of power already. But I suppose I didn't charge it up before I left and it's been in the bag probably for 3 months, so my fault, never mind. Anyway, we've got green flashing light now, so we'll probably be dying soon. There we are, never mind. Good morning, young man. You seem like a nice boy, don't you? See, you're all cozied up in your lovely great rab. Dear of you. 'Tis cold, mind, isn't it? Bloody freezing, da. I'm now coming down through Marazion, as you possibly just saw with St Michael's Mount there. I don't know if you can see it on my video, but the recent storms, very sadly, apparently there was absolutely loads of trees come down on the mount. Yeah, all over the area, on the mainland here and absolutely everywhere. But it is sad to see on our very proud St Michael's Mount that I think half the trees have come down, but awful. Just going to go down here a minute. There's a lovely little cut down, a little harbour, which we love it down here, myself and Nicola. I'll show you a minute. Bit of skilled driving here. Yes, I'm not actually officially knowing what. Yeah, so I'm down at this little harbour here. I don't know officially what it's called, but basically I think it's to do with the sea conditions when the boats which are taking the people over from Chapel Rock to the Mount. In the season, there's I think half a dozen boats which are just like tinkering people over and back. I think in particular sea conditions they might use this little harbour here behind me, and yeah, we discovered this. I mean, we're local people and we feel we know most places around, but myself and Nick found this about 4 years ago when we first started our e-biking, and it's just a real lovely area we come to, and we just sit here and have a chat and just or have our picnic or whatever, and just look out at the beautiful St Michael's Mount and Marazion. But it really is beautiful. Yeah, it's a lovely bit of surf up today. Not that this is a surf break in any way, but yeah, and out there is Perranufno and Cudden Point. I think this group of islands is called, I think it's actually called Londres, or it looks like London, but it's not London. Then yeah, around Cudden Point, Prussia Cove, Prey Sands and onwards, but yeah, again, I'm mainly doing a lot of talking because I'm testing out this microphone system. Green light has actually stopped flashing now, so that might be okay. Lovely house here, bloody gorgeous house. Look at that. Anyway, that's our little harbour. So really enjoying these cycles. My sort of cycling season has completely restarted now, even though it's early February, and it has generally been very wet, just miserable, horrible weather. But I will say, I must admit, I am really missing my best mate, Nicola Moon, dear of her. I really do enjoy our cycling times together. But unfortunately, Nick really is going through a lot of pain at the moment. She has got this sort of lump, sort of mid to low neck. You can feel it. She's having physio on it, and she's having to do these sort of exercises every evening. She's seen 2 or 3 different people, and it just doesn't seem to be getting better at all. Really feeling sorry for her, because again, she is in a lot of pain. Yeah, she can certainly dance after a few drinks at her party and other occasions. That alcohol, it seems to go away, but she doesn't really want to, rely on alcohol to be pain free. But yeah, we love our cycles together. They're our time. They are the best cycles. Again, we take a little flask and little picnic, stop off, have a nice chat, and just take in our lovely area. But happy doing it on my own, or with a friend of mine, Jonathan, and it is lovely. But I must admit, I am missing my dear wife on these cycles, because they're just a lovely thing to do together. So hopefully in the next few months she'll somehow get better and can rejoin her buddy out on the cycles. Again, mainly testing out this DJI microphone kit, and I think on the last couple of speeches, I don't think the green light was on this little chap here. In fact, I think he's frigging off already. So yeah, get your things charged up in life. Charge the buggers up before you come out. Bloody hell, Giles. Head back home now. It's 3 o'clock. Bad weather is coming in already, and it's only 12:30. So I'm just going to head back home, because it's already quite drizzly and awful. So yeah, there we are. Oh dear. Well, I've come off the main 830 and come up by Hardy Exotics with my lovely scarf on. Makes so much difference. Absolutely somped. Well, when you're wet, you're wet. You might as well carry on being wet. And yeah, going up the dirt track now onto Carter's Grave Lane, which will be absolutely logged with mud and puddles, and probably 7-8 inches deep, but there we are. And then that rolls into Heather Lane. So nearly home. Time to strip off, get in the shower, get warm for the rest of the day. But yeah, lovely. It's been really nice. Just a quick short one today, about 11-12 miles, and managed to eat my lamb baguette in the drizzle and the tea, and it's lovely. But it's nice to get into sort of the countryside, and there's a crop here. Spring greens? Don't know, Richard Verchese, Richard Skewis. What do you reckon? Spring greens or collies? I don't know what land I'm on. I think I'm on that lovely man, Farmer Body. He farms up round here somewhere. But what do you think, Rich? Spring greens or collies? Other field, lovely bit of Cornish daffodils coming on. Fields and fields everywhere of daffs, and some have been picked already. Some have obviously been just sort of laid to waste. Can't nick them, mind. There we are. Nearly home. See you soon. Bye bye. Here she is, just behind me, Trencrom Hill. The sign of you're nearly home. Trencrom. We live just that way. It's like the beautiful trees, isn't it? North Cornwall, or just before the Cornwall border. Either cheerio Cornwall for a while, or hello Cornwall, we're nearly home. That sort of area of beautiful trees there. It's like Trencrom, that's like for us. But lovely field of crops over here. Richard Skews. I don't know if they're collies or spring greens. Don't know. Anyway, this is Carter's Grave Lane. And that rolls into Heather Lane. Carter's Grave, because apparently there is a grave there of a chap called Carter. Millions of years ago. And then Carter's Grave carries on that way. There's a right turn that way. That goes down, down, down to the ford. And then a lovely little ride up to Trencrom Base Camp. But this here, and of course Trink's over there, the beautiful, lovely family, which the Knowles is, who do the amazing Trink milk and their milkshakes, the vending machine, fantastic. And again, this one here, eventually, probably a good 3 miles, 2 miles of real dirt track, always flooded. If you go around that corner, there's a little cottage down there on the right. You carry on and there is probably, I don't know, a quarter of a mile of pure mud and water. You actually cannot get through. We've been here, what, 25 years, and I've managed to go down that way, what, 4 times? But it actually comes out Nancledra. Lovely, and this is a great thing about e-biking, just going through all these little narrows and lanes and paths, and just finding out, you know, where you come out at. But yeah, that's lovely. That literally comes into Nancledra. But we're very lucky. Anyway, right, Carter's Grave, Heather Lane, home. Back to watching. If you've watched, if not, you wouldn't have seen me. Ciao. See you next time. Bye bye.